Die schockierende Wahrheit über KI, künstliche Intelligenz. Sie verändert unsere Welt schneller, als wir es je erwartet hätten. Doch eine Frage bleibt: Ist sie ein mächtiges Werkzeug für den Fortschritt oder die größte Gefahr für die Menschheit? Träumst du von einer Welt, in der KI Ärzte unterstützt, unheilbare Krankheiten erkennt und Leben rettet? Stell dir vor, dass sie uns hilft, kreative Ideen zu entwickeln, wissenschaftliche Durchbrüche zu erzielen und selbst komplexe Aufgaben in Sekundenschnelle zu lösen. Klingt nach einer goldenen Zukunft, oder? ChatGPT schreibt Texte schneller als jeder Journalist. KI-generierte Bilder und Videos lassen unsere Vorstellungskraft explodieren. Unternehmen sparen Millionen durch automatisierte Prozesse. Doch das ist erst der Anfang. Teil 1: Die faszinierende Macht der künstlichen Intelligenz. KI kann denken, analysieren und sogar lernen. Schneller als jeder Mensch. Medizin. Schon heute hilft KI Ärzten dabei, Krankheiten frühzeitig zu erkennen. Krebs kann mit einer Genauigkeit diagnostiziert werden, die vorher unmöglich war. Wirtschaft. Firmen wie Google, Tesla und Microsoft investieren Milliarden in KI-Technologie, weil sie wissen, wer die KI beherrscht, beherrscht die Zukunft. Bildung. KI macht Lernen personalisiert. Sie passt sich an das Tempo und den Wissensstand jedes Einzelnen an. Es klingt wie eine Revolution, eine neue Ära des Fortschritts. Doch was passiert, wenn die KI nicht nur hilft, sondern beginnt, uns zu kontrollieren? Teil 2: Die dunkle Seite der künstlichen Intelligenz. Was, wenn KI nicht nur für uns arbeitet, sondern uns überwacht? Datensammlung und Überwachung. Jede unserer Suchanfragen, jede unserer Nachrichten, jedes Gespräch mit ChatGPT, alles wird gespeichert, analysiert und verarbeitet. Aber wer kontrolliert die Kontrolleure? Deepfakes and Manipulation. KI kann inzwischen Stimmen und Gesichter so realistisch fälschen, dass wir nicht mehr wissen, was Wahrheit ist und was nur eine Illusion. Stell dir vor, jemand erstellt ein Video von dir, in dem du Dinge sagst, die du nie gesagt hast. Die perfekte Waffe für Erpressung, Propaganda und Betrug. Social Credit System. Kontrolle durch KI. Die Regierungen der Welt setzen zunehmend auf KI. Nicht nur zur Überwachung von Terroristen, sondern zur Überwachung aller Menschen. China hat bereits ein Social Credit System. Ein System, in dem jede deiner Handlungen bewertet und analysiert wird. Zu viele Fehlverhalten, dann verlierst du deine Reiserechte, deine Kredite, deine Freiheit. Was, wenn solche Systeme sich weltweit ausbreiten? Was, wenn KI bestimmt, wer eingestellt wird, wer ein Bankkonto eröffnen darf, wer ein Recht auf Freiheit hat? Der Übergang von einer intelligenten Zukunft zu einer totalen KI-Diktatur ist vielleicht nur noch eine Frage der Zeit. Teil 3: Die Entscheidung: Wie sollen wir mit KI umgehen? Die Wahrheit ist, KI ist weder gut noch böse. Sie ist ein Werkzeug, ein mächtiges Werkzeug. Doch es liegt an uns, wie wir sie nutzen. Wir stehen an einem Scheideweg. Regulierungen, Ethik und Verantwortungsbewusstsein werden darüber entscheiden, ob KI unser größter Verbündeter wird oder unser schlimmster Feind. Einige der klügsten Köpfe, von Elon Musk bis hin zu Yuval Noah Harari, warnen, wir müssen jetzt handeln, bevor es zu spät ist. Die Zukunft liegt in deinen Händen. Jetzt ist der Moment gekommen. Was denkst du? Ist künstliche Intelligenz der Schlüssel zu einer besseren Welt oder der Beginn eines Albtraums? Schreib deine Meinung in die Kommentare. Diskutiere mit uns, denn deine Stimme zählt. Wenn dich dieses Thema fasziniert.
Imagine this. One morning, you wake up, pick up your phone, and what's the first thing you do? Check notifications, scroll through social media, or search for something on Google? But have you ever wondered, are those decisions truly yours? Or has there been an invisible influence, subtly shaping your thoughts ever since the first time you touched technology? This is not a science fiction story. It's a hypothesis about how artificial intelligence might be affecting our habits and choices. And the most important thing, perhaps we've been unknowingly guided by these algorithms for years without. But what if I told you that every time you click on a search suggestion, every time you pause a little longer on a post, or even when you think you've just made a random decision, all of it has already been calculated? Who is truly controlling the flow of information you see every day? And more importantly, are you aware enough to recognize when you're being manipulated? Behind the screen, you're looking at lies, a silent battle between data and free will. And the question is, are you really in control of your choices? Or are you simply following what the algorithm wants? Part 1. The mysterious origins. When did this influence begin? To understand, we must go back in time. In 1956, when the concept of artificial intelligence was first proposed at the Dartmouth Conference, many believed it was nothing more than a distant dream of scientists. But from that moment, several organizations recognized AI's potential, not just to assist humans, but to analyze their behavior. In the 1970s, research agencies began experimenting with algorithms capable of analyzing human actions. Their goal wasn't simply to predict your behavior. They sought to influence your decisions through data. So, what really happened behind the closed doors of tech labs? Rumors suggest that by the late 1980s, secret projects were launched with the aim of developing AI models that could control the flow of information people received. These models didn't just observe you, they quietly adjusted what you saw, what you heard, and even what you thought about. When social media exploded in the early 2000s, it became the perfect breeding ground for these algorithms to grow. Tech giants started collecting data from billions of users. Every like, every pause on a post, every search query, all of it became raw material to train AI. But the big question is, were they training AI to serve you or to control you? Some researchers have warned that these algorithms aren't just designed to optimize your experience. They're programmed to exploit human psychology. Social media platforms use AI to keep you hooked, drive more engagement, sometimes by pushing controversial, divisive content. There's even a conspiracy theory that secret organizations have collaborated with tech giants, using AI to manipulate public opinion. When you feel like you're freely choosing what to read or watch, the reality might be that you're simply following a path carefully crafted by algorithms. And the scariest part is, you don't even realize you're being manipulated, because AI doesn't force you. It makes you believe your choices are entirely your own. So the question remains, are you truly in control of your thoughts, or are you merely walking a path silently paved by AI? Think again. The things you believe in, the things you like, even the things you fear, do they genuinely come from you, or from an algorithm that's been quietly shaping your mind for years? This isn't just a story about technology, it's an invisible battle between data and free will. And you, yes, you, are you truly awake? Part 2, the silent shift. But the real turning point came with the birth of the internet. Google, Facebook, and other social media platforms were never just tools for connection. They were massive data harvesting machines. Every click, every like, even the seconds you linger on a post, All of it becomes fuel for their algorithms. Over the years, whistleblowers and leaked reports have revealed a troubling truth. Tech giants have been using this data not only to enhance user experience, but to subtly steer our choices. The big question remains, are we choosing the content we want to see, or are the algorithms choosing it for us? These algorithms don't simply collect data. They use sophisticated rules to recommend what you watch, what you buy, and even what you care about. You think you're making free choices? In reality, AI might have shaped those choices the moment you unlocked your phone. How does this work? The algorithms rely on a principle called reinforcement learning. Each time you like a post, pause on a video, or search for a keyword, AI takes note, adjusting future suggestions accordingly. But here's the problem. It doesn't just reflect your interests, it amplifies them, sometimes to extreme levels. For instance, if you show interest in a particular topic, the algorithm will continuously push similar and often more radical content to keep you engaged for as long as possible. Slowly, you become trapped in an information loop, seeing only what AI wants you to see, while opposing ideas are quietly pushed out of sight. It's no longer about keeping you informed, it's about keeping you hooked. Scientists call this the echo chamber effect. When AI keeps reinforcing your existing beliefs, you start to feel like the world thinks exactly like you. Dissenting opinions become distorted, and you grow more convinced that your perspective is the only truth. But in reality, it's just a carefully curated narrative crafted by an algorithm. And it doesn't stop at entertainment or news. AI also subtly shapes your consumer behavior. Think about the last time you bought something online. Was it a spontaneous decision, or the result of weeks, maybe months, of algorithmic tracking and suggestion? Every product you search for, every review you read, every item you add to your cart, all of it feeds into AI's creation of your digital profile. It knows what you like before you do. It knows when you're most likely to buy something, how much you're willing to spend, and even what kind of ad will push you over the edge. But what happens when these algorithms don't just influence what you buy, but what you think? Some conspiracy theories suggest that tech giants have partnered with shadowy forces to control public opinion. Controversial content, sensationalist news, and even social trends. AI can amplify or suppress them at will. It's not just about feeding you content. It's about controlling the narrative, shaping the way you see the world. You might think you're freely choosing what to consume, but in reality, every decision, every action might have already been predicted by an algorithm. The scariest part? You don't even realize it's happening. It's not a flashing warning sign. It's a silent shift, so subtle that by the time you notice, you're already too deep. In the end, the most unsettling question remains, are you truly in control of your thoughts? Or are you merely walking a path quietly laid out by AI? Think again. The things you believe, the things you like, even the things you fear. Are they really yours? Or have they been carefully placed there by an algorithm, pulling the strings from behind the scenes? Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every thought you've had for the past year, every outrage, every passion, every worry, wasn't entirely yours. Imagine finding out that your digital reality has been molded bit by invisible forces you never saw coming. This is no longer just a story about technology. It's a hidden battle, a silent war between data and free will. The battlefield isn't in some faraway land. It's on your screen, in your pocket every time you scroll, click, and share. And you, yes, you, are you awake enough to notice the truth, or are you still asleep, dreaming a dream an algorithm wrote for you? Part 3. The AI Hypothesis. Recent reports suggest that tech corporations are using advanced AI systems not only to predict human behavior, but potentially to shape it. From what you'll buy next month to what issues will catch your attention next week. AI even employs what's known as positive reinforcement mechanisms, meaning it continuously feeds you information you want to hear, shows you things you like to see, drawing you deeper and deeper into an information loop, making you feel as if the world around you is exactly how the algorithms have painted it. Have you ever wondered why every time you think about a product, like a pair of sneakers or a book, An ad for that exact item suddenly pops up on your Facebook or Instagram feed. That's no coincidence. It's the work of intelligent algorithms. But what's even more unsettling is that AI doesn't just read your habits, it can predict your emotions. Algorithms analyze facial expressions, the way you type, the speed at which you scroll, to determine whether you're happy, sad, or angry. And what happens when AI doesn't just reflect your emotions, but manipulates them? A 2014 Facebook study revealed that they could secretly adjust users' news feeds, showing either predominantly positive or negative content, just to see how it influenced their moods. The results? Those who saw mostly negative news began to feel more downcast, while those exposed to positive content felt noticeably happier. What does this mean? It means AI doesn't just know what you think. It can change how you feel. Imagine. What if AI was no longer just used for selling products or entertaining you, but for controlling public consciousness? If someone wanted to spread an idea, they'd only need to tweak the algorithm, boosting content that supports their narrative while burying opposing information deep within your timeline. Do you think you're reading neutral news? In reality, what you see has already been curated. You believe you're having a fair and open discussion? AI might be quietly amplifying voices that serve one side and muting those that challenge it. And it gets even more alarming if AI is weaponized in politics. Some theories suggest that there have already been elections worldwide indirectly influenced through social media, with algorithms adjusted to create public opinion waves favoring a particular candidate. Dissenting views could be suppressed, while supportive posts are propelled forward. The result? People think they are making free choices, but in truth, the path they follow has been mapped out by AI long before they step onto it. So, are we truly in control of our own thoughts? Or are we just pawns on AI's vast chessboard? This is no longer a sci-fi story. This is a hypothesis. But is it slowly becoming reality? And the final question for you, is AI serving us or are we unconscious? So the real question is, are humans controlling AI? Or has AI subtly guided us through sophisticated algorithms? The theories about AI's influence are no longer a distant concept. Today, AI has become an inseparable part of our lives, shaping everything from what we eat, wear, to what we care about. The truth is, at this very moment, AI could be analyzing your actions, predicting the next piece of content you'll see. So what do you think? Are we truly living in a world of free will? Or are we silently being influenced by artificial intelligence? Leave a comment below and let's discuss these theories and uncover the hidden reality behind AI technology. This is just the tip of the iceberg. In the upcoming episodes, we will continue to peel back the layers, exposing how AI is gradually taking control of the world, from secret strategies to cutting-edge technologies. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of these hidden truths. If what you just heard made you think twice, share this video now so your friends and family can also discover the reality lurking behind their screens. Because the more people know, the clearer the truth becomes. Let's take a deeper dive into the world of AI, where the line between reality and illusion grows ever thinner.